it's Christmas morning and you've got 5 minutes before photos start and your hair is giving just rolled out of bed. Let's fix that. But I think to do that, we're gonna need some help from Anna Laura. Oh yeah.
My hair is very much not fresh rolled out of bed though. I did a lot of work on this hair.
Hi, I missed you.
Hello, I missed everybody. Back and better than ever, baby.
Better than ever.
Can we just talk about how your hair is like literally longer than mine?
Wild behavior.
That's actually unacceptable.
I think it's honestly just because like our haircut schedule is slightly off.
Yeah, well, you are my hair cutter, so or this is planned.
Sabotage. So if you've been around for a while, you know that every year we do Christmas morning hairstyles on this channel where we do some super easy little hairstyles that you can do from getting up to opening presents as quickly as possible.
We're on the clock.
Whether children are pulling you to the presents or you are pulling yourself to the presents, either way, we gotta get there quickly and cutely. But I miss having Anna Laura in my videos, so she's gonna help me out and we're gonna do like an extra bonus hairstyle.
I love it.
This year because we have Anna Laura.
And the good news is if I can do it, anybody can do it.
You're better than you think.
I will take that.
All right, well, with all that said, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
I think for the first time, we're starting out on Christmas Eve. And that is because I love this heatless method. You guys have seen this in my sleek hairstyles video that I did recently, which also has a lot of great hairstyles for Christmas morning. But I'm just gonna reprise it quickly so that you can use it on Christmas Eve if you want to. You can do this with hair that is blown out that you want to preserve, or you can do this on wet hair to create a blowout overnight. Let's do it. So I'm using these overnight blowout rods and I'm gonna be sectioning my hair in 3 parts. Part number 1 is this kind of like cap on top of my head. Mostly the hair that's in the front, from like crown to the points of recession on each side. Yeah, that's the point of recession. We found it. Okay, you will notice that my hair looks pretty dry, but it feels damp to me. And that to me means that it's about 90% dry, which is the perfect amount for overnight curls on my hair. You gotta find that spot that works for your hair where it's dry enough that it's gonna dry the rest of the way overnight, but it's not so dry that it doesn't hold a curl. I think going for looks dry, feels damp to start is a great place, and then you can kind of finesse from there. Anyway, once my hair is brushed all the way forward, my trick is to take a little claw clip and secure it about halfway down. Then I do another one at the very end. And that is because there are a lot of layers in especially this section because, you know, face framing, and this helps me get everything nicely and evenly onto the roller. So now that your hair looks like this, you're ready to wrap it. You're gonna wrap downward and then roll it up like a sleepy bag, or a yoga mat, or a cinnamon roll. And then these little rods go around the back. You connect them with the hook, and you're good to go. And now I'm just gonna repeat that. I am gonna do 2 more sections. You could do just 1 more section if you wanted. For my second section, I am taking all the hair over my ears and up to like this high ponytail point. Okay, now for these really big sections where you're pulling a lot of hair together, I put the claw clip at the base. Like that. And then I pull it forward and brush it super well. The more thoroughly you brush, the smoother the result. And because we have a lot of differing lengths again, partially because I need a haircut, we're gonna do another claw clip right here, and then we're gonna wrap her up. Okay, that one's not super neat. I will fix that later. And now let's just do the last one. And I really feel like what you decide to do, whether you're like maintaining a blowout or creating overnight curls, really has to do with what you normally do for Christmas Eve. Tell me in the comments, what is your Christmas Eve tradition? Do you have any? My family would go to the Christmas Eve service and then we would go get Chinese food and then go pick out candy for our stockings at the drugstore. If I was feeling fancy, I very well might have a blowout in, but more likely than not, I would be in the mood to create something overnight. All right, these are in. You're ready to go to sleep and wake up, and I will show you what to do once these are dry. Hi. Say Merry Christmas, Pippin. Okay, so now it's Christmas morning and we're gonna take these down. I feel like this is like when you're making bread and you see whether or not the dough rose correctly. It's a moment of truth, really. Anna Laura said, ooh. Heck yeah. I do like to do this little twirl kind of like right after you do with a straightener curl. I feel like it helps. I missed the middle one. I'll go back for her. Okay, and then this one. All poofs. Boar bristle, brush it out. Feel like there might be a little piece over here that I need to recurl. But here's the thing, it's just one piece. It's not all of your hair on Christmas morning, it's this piece of your hair on Christmas morning. And to me, that is a win.
She really said, I'm just gonna do one.
I did 3, that's all, okay? I did 3 instead of 1. And there you go. I feel like this is so nice and pretty and keeps the effort on Christmas Day very, very minimal. Bonus points, products like the overnight blowout and sleepy tie are also meant to keep your blowout in place overnight. So if you do a full blowout on Christmas Eve, for whatever your traditions are, you can maintain them using that exact same method overnight and still wake up with this on Christmas morning. For Anna Laura's first hairstyle, we're gonna do a cute little clip updo. You're gonna grab your hair clip or barrette of choice.
Influencer palm.
We're pulling a bunch of hair back and clipping it up. But the way that you can kind of make it your own is choosing like how much you pull up and how much you leave down. So I'm gonna kind of like let you play around with that.
Okay.
I see the terror in your eyes, but I'm
Don't
gonna
worry,
let her
don't
play
worry.
around with it.
This is the easiest hairstyle, so I need to breathe.
But you could do anything from just like my typical thing where I just
Hits me with her hair. This is why she wants long hair, folks.
where I just like pull the crown of my head back, or you could do like a whole slick back,
Okay.
or you could leave pieces down and pull back. All the options.
All right. I think I might do a decent amount back because my hairstylist hasn't cut my face framing layers in a little bit.
Once you find yourself in this spot, use one hand to hold your spot and one hand to kind of like rake back, make sure that everything is going back nice and smoothly. All right, and then you just put your little clippy clip in.
We did it, ladies and gentlemen.
The only thing I would do to like zhuzh it up, do little pinches. And that just gives you like a little bit more lift and volume up here, a little more texture. You could take like little bits here, not too much because she has face framing layers. Maybe not short enough, but she has them. And like making sure that this curve looks really pretty. Boop, boop, boop.
Careful when you pull because you can't put it back in.
That's true.
That's what happens to me.
And I actually have another little half updo to show you guys next. For this one, I'm going to leave out some tendrils, but I'm going to be basically pulling all of the hair from over my ears on each side back. And I'm doing a little diagonal part, starting right above my ear, going upward on each side, and then we pull both of these back and secure it with an elastic. Okay, now we're gonna take that ponytail and we're gonna flip it up and through like you're doing a topsy tail, but you're gonna stop after just like a couple of inches. So we have a cute little chignon slash bun, and then you're gonna pin that in place. I just did like 2 bobby pins right underneath the hair elastic and it stayed in place nicely. Okay, so now that you have your little bow tied to your snap clip, you can just put it right into place underneath the elastic in your hair. For Anna Laura's next hairstyle, we're gonna do this cute little 2-layer ponytail with some bows. The first step is that you just pull up kind of the crown of your hair into a ponytail and secure it with the clear elastic. And then you pull all the rest of the hair that's hanging down into a low ponytail and secure it with an elastic as well.
For those of you who don't have magic Kayley hands at home, she will explain what she's doing now.
I'm just checking how it looks from the sides. So some of it I'm loosening up because I know you were covering up your ears. So I'm like loosening it up so it flows nicely and creates that pretty like swoop. And then I'm looking at the silhouette from the side and making sure that like where the little band hits is cute. And then I was adding a little volume here so that there's a little bump instead of just like flat. Yeah. And then this even, like you can kind of pull on it a little bit if you have short layers, which you have a couple right here. to like get them to stick up a little bit more and make more of this archy shape.
All right, so what do you do when you pull out too much?
I grabbed a little bit, I grabbed the bobby pin, put the bobby pin through a little bit, and then I just push this up and into the base of the ponytail.
Never happened.
Fun fact, this would be very cute on curly hair. So if you have curly hair, you're looking for a hairstyle, I recommend. But the fun part now is that we're gonna add some little bows to some claw clips, and it's really easy. You're gonna grab your little claw clip and you're gonna take a ribbon and you're gonna tie a little half knot and then a full knot with the ribbon, and then you tie it into a bow and you're ready to clip it onto your hair. You have a perfect little bow accessory to clip wherever you want. We're gonna clip one on the top ponytail and one on the bottom ponytail, and you are all done. This one keeps your hair a little bit more out of your face, but it still looks super cute from the back, so it's gonna look great in pictures. Okay, now I think it is time for an updo. For this, you're gonna start by splitting your hair in half, and we're gonna create two cutie little braided pigtails. I am gonna do a little bit of a zigzag part to try to make the back look less like divided in half. 90s lore coming in strong. And secure with an elastic. Repeat the same thing on the other side. This hairstyle is a little bit like Wednesday meets Enid. Put them together, you get a braided bun with a bow. I'm just gonna fluff the very bottom of this braid so that it's like the same thickness the whole way. Now we're gonna create a bun with these two braids, and honestly, however you can do it that works for your hair is great. I will talk you through what I did. It's kind of what I'm gonna call the crisscross applesauce method. Hang with me on this. Okay, so I'm starting by crossing the two braids over and then pinning that in place. You know, a choice was made. Then I'm gonna take the pieces of braid that are left over and I'm going to cross them under the ones that we just did and pin that in place as well. And then I'm just gonna have some little ends and I'm going to hide them and pin them. And that should be the bun. Crisscross applesauce. This is how you could tell Aunt Laura stepped out while I did this hairstyle, because she would absolutely be roasting me for saying the crisscross applesauce thing. But did it work or did it work? Adorable braided bun in place. We love her. But let's also add a fun little bow. This time I am actually gonna tie the bow on my head. I'm going to wrap this ribbon around my head and I'm bringing it over to one side. And here's the thing, if you just want to do it as like a headband, you totally could. You could like tie this in a little knot, hide the ends under your bun, pin them in place, you're good to go. What am I going to do? I'm gonna tie a bow. It's Christmas and bows are still trending enough, okay? See, and I'm not doing it behind my head, so I think that there's a decent chance I can do this before Aunt Laura comes back. And there we go. You can have this wherever you want it. You could twist it around so it's just at the very base of the bun, or it can be right here hanging out in all the pictures. Whatever you want. Honestly, I love it. I really wanted a slick back in this video, and I feel like Aunt Laura is really, really cute in a slick back, so this was perfect.
Also, Kayley is scared of slick backs.
I am. Why do you have to pull out my spot? Like,
People need to know.
my name is Kayley and I'm scared of slick backs.
So I will take one for the team.
Anyway, so you're gonna leave out the hair from your ears forward. You can either do a mid-height or like a little higher ponytail. And then you're gonna tie your hair into a knot. And use a scrunchie to secure the base of that knot so that you have this fun little like fluffy bun and the little ends hanging out. You can use some extra bobby pins if you want. You can fluff the bun, all the things. Then the front piece is whatever you want to go back is gonna go back, and you're gonna slick that back with a hairbrush and maybe some additional products and pin that in place. Now we have
A crazy ponytail.
You would be doing this using a mirror to see yourself and adjusting as you like. I'm just gonna show you how I would adjust Aunt Laura's. I'm gonna fluff it out, but I'm just doing that so that I can pin it to the head a little bit more easily. So I'm just taking these little pieces and like moving them around so they're not clustered together. Then just kind of taking the edge of the bun and pulling it down to the head and pinning in. It helps cover up the bobby pin where she pinned back the front. You just kind of pull the bun down, cover it all up. All right, you can switch sides.
Anna Laura just gave me a great tip.
If you do have as long of hair as Anna Laura and you have like a whole lot left here, then you might have the ability to go around your bun over the top and then have these cutie little ends hanging out on the other side.
Little 90s Y2K vibes.
Yeah. And it's a cutie little slick back. I feel like it's very trendy, so it's kind of fun for like the 2025 Christmas pictures to have a slick back. And that's it for our 2025 Christmas morning hairstyles. Thank you for joining me for this yearly tradition. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for always coming to hang out with me every year for our Christmas morning. And thank you, Anna Laura, for joining me this time.
Thank you for having me. It was so fun to be back. It's like I never left.
I love it. And if you want to see more hair tutorials throughout the year, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. I think that's it. So, whether you're old
Or new.
or a casual lurker,
Thank you for spending time with us.
and I'll see you in the next video.
Mwah!
Bye!
Wow. Crushed it.
No
Wow.
practice.
No practice. Nice.
Yes.
That was good.
2025 Christmas. Normally when I'm excited, I do the arm thing.
Me too.
Bye also.
That's all, folks. Thank you so much for coming.